What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Superman and Lois. I'm very excited to share episode 5 with you guys, and if you guys have been keeping up with Superman and Lois on your own, or you've been checking out our reactions over here for episodes 1 through 4, thank you so much for the love and support on this series. It's been an honor to be able to share the final season with you guys. I've been watching this show since season 1, and it has been easily one of my favorite, not only superhero like CW series from the Arrowverse, but it's been one of my just favorite superhero stories ever. And while it is sad to see it come to an end, being able to share these episodes with you guys, my experience with them each and every week has been a true honor. So thanks so much for giving me the chance to be able to share this experience with you. And if you guys want to see the full reaction for each of these episodes, you already know what to do. I'll put a link to my Patreon down below. Check it out, become a member, hang out with us, yeah, we'll have the full episode posted right there for you. But a quick recap for episode 4, we saw Clark come back to life finally and really started to see his limitations in terms of his new, kind of his abilities and how they've been impacted by this new human heart that he has. So I'm curious exactly how the sons are going to start to step into that hero role and potentially, see Superman fight alongside his sons in an effort to stop Doomsday. That's kind of what I'm expecting is going to be happening, but obviously we still have about 5 episodes left, so we'll see how everything shakes out. I'm excited for episode 5, guys. Again, thanks for the love and support. If you'd like this video, drop a like on it, subscribe, comment down below what was your favorite part of this episode, all that good YouTube stuff. And without further ado, let's check out the 5th episode of Superman and Lois. 17 years ago.
So you had the sheriff serve me these?
I'll give you a ring tomorrow, Kat.
Just tell me what you want.
I think the divorce papers make that pretty clear.
Oh, they were married.
Never here. You didn't even try and connect with me.
We went to therapy.
Once. And you said that it wasn't for you.
Damn.
I am for even a scrap of attention from you.
It's not that simple.
The traumatized Lex.
And you never let me in. Ever. Like you're this big, but really angry little boy from South Metropolis whose mother hurt him.
I guess Lex did have kind of a pretty bad life. Not really. Kind of.
Including your daughter.
That's not fair.
No. One day, Elizabeth will come to you. Beg you for your love. And you will push her away.
Dude.
Through my lawyer.
Dude, that's cold-blooded. And ever since then, he's been obsessed with finding her.
To finding Elizabeth.
I heard you.
The DoD figured out a way around facial recognition. Milton's looking into a fix.
Tell him he has until the end of the week. I'm headed back to Smallville.
Wait, why? Oh, yeah. So he found out. Superman's alive. He's back, baby. Holy moly. You know your man Lex was not happy.
He knows you're alive, Clark. It's only a matter of time before he sends that thing after you.
I know. We just need to find a way to make sure that doesn't happen.
What way? The DoD can't help. Lieutenant Jones went AWOL after. I have zero evidence tying Luthor to my father's death, not to mention yours.
The irony.
I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but what if we just talk to him?
Talk to Luthor.
Yeah, like face to face.
And say what? Let's call it even?
We're good. We're good.
You and so many others. Talking to that psychopath is a waste of time.
I'm just saying. He blames us for being separated from his daughter for 17 years, right?
So?
I know it's a Hail Mary, but I don't know, maybe it's like my mom used to say, sometimes the only way to reach someone is through their heart.
The irony of that statement.
I need to attack this on both fronts, so I'm gonna stay here and go through my dad's old DoD files. Maybe I'll find a second Hail Mary.
That feels out of character, but also not. The fact that Superman wants to go talk to him.
Total jackpot.
And that must be where Elizabeth is. Damn! He said, let's have a chat, my boy. It's been a minute. How you been? Let's catch up, shall we? Oh yeah, also I'm still alive.
Superman. Or is it Clark? I guess it depends on which costume you're wearing.
Can we talk?
That's funny.
Bring you back from the dead. I'm assuming it's some alien technology.
Yo, why does he seem so bitter all the time?
I came to speak to you as a father. Whatever you're doing here in Smallville, I'm asking for it to stop.
That's not up to you.
You're harassing my family,
Because you destroyed mine.
Oh my god.
and I regret that.
I don't want your apology.
Either way you have it.
Damn.
Your daughter, having her father taken away, should never happen to anyone.
And on that we agree.
But it doesn't justify what you're doing. Going after us won't give you that time back with her. Nothing will. You have to find another way.
This is true.
Do you even know what it feels like to suffer?
Lex, some part of you has to want this cycle of anger to end.
Is that what you came back to life to tell me? Better after all of this, if only I can find the goodness in my heart.
Yeah, it was a long shot.
Enjoy the time you have left.
The coldest Lex I think we've ever seen. I mean, this man is ruthless, and he drives a truck. That's how you know he doesn't give a shit.
Mr. Luthor, I'm good.
Okay then. How about we start with the chateau in Bordeaux?
She can have it. That and any other properties she wants. I want to discuss Elizabeth.
As you know, my client intends to move back to London.
Elizabeth is staying in Metropolis.
Over my dead body.
She's lived
Oh, she said, we'll see about that.
Constantly being trailed by the feds. It is no way to live. Best thing for her is to be as far away from you as possible.
given her everything.
Except love.
Don't you dare say that to me!
Damn.
You weren't supposed to be home for another hour.
We're not done here.
Yes, stay here.
Merci.
I feel like this is gonna end badly.
Elizabeth Luthor.
Lois Lane.
I'm sorry to surprise you like this.
Your dad promised no one would ever find me.
Nobody else knows where you are.
Where's General Lane?
About that.
My father. He found out.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Something I don't want him to know about. Now just leave me.
No other choice. Your father's trying to destroy my family.
Then you need to go into hiding.
That is not an option for us. I have 2 boys. They're 16. They mean everything to me. All I want to do is keep them safe.
I don't know how you expect me to help.
If you could just talk to him. You are the one person in the world he cares about.
Dude, that's so reckless.
I haven't seen him in ages.
He still carries around a picture of you.
Yeah, he's kind of obsessed.
He used to walk me to school almost every day. Even the day he was...
I was wrong about Boss Moxie.
But you weren't wrong about him being a criminal, were you?
No.
Then have him arrested for one of his other crimes.
It's not that simple.
But having me talk to him is?
That's actually true. That none of this is simple.
Life, not with a child.
You went to my father asking for help, and now I'm asking the same of you.
Please.
If there were any other way, I wouldn't be here. But if you don't talk to him soon, he is going to my family.
That is a lot of pressure. Like she's been in hiding for a reason, and now she's being asked to contact the man she's been hiding from.
Morning, I thought she might be our best chance to appeal to Luthor's heart.
Well, did she agree to speak with him?
Not yet, but she's considering. It's pregnant.
Yeah,
He's gonna be a grandfather.
it's getting real complicated.
We are running out of options. Maybe it's time for you to go.
I'm not gonna leave you and the boys.
You might have to. That thing killed you. We can't go through that again. I cannot go through that again.
And what if Luthor?
You would have done that already.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true.
Sweetheart, you are nowhere near ready. That thing is unlike anything you have ever faced before. Do you think your mom can help?
Oh, yes. Please bring in the... I really want them to bring in the Phantom Zone. I think it's crazy that they haven't.
There's no precedent for anything like that on Krypton. Are you certain this being was once you?
Oh, he's different now.
Change them. I've never faced anything this powerful.
I have yet to see one that exists without weakness, Cal.
Whenever I killed it, it came back stronger. It's as if dying made it more powerful. How am I supposed to defeat something like that?
That's a good question.
What happened?
Maybe you don't beat it.
And we shall search for a way.
Let us see where things went wrong.
Oh, what is this, like VR?
Go. The farm. It grabbed me so fast I couldn't even.
Damn, they got NFL replays in here?
When we got to the subway, that's when I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough fight.
He overpowered me here. He was stronger, faster. And when I killed it, it just came back more powerful.
Yeah, it's like, how do you beat something like that, honestly?
Coming back. Over and over until finally.
It was too powerful.
Enough!
We can walk through it again.
It'll end the same way.
Not give up hope, my son.
Dude, that's a bar. Dude, I love that they brought his mom back into this season.
It's not so much where she was, but who she was with. Look.
Dude, this is a problem.
Where's my daughter?
We were just about to head over.
Damn. Holy hell, dude. Well, this is awkward.
Feels like forever in an instant, all at once. How far along are you?
Almost 6 months.
Where's the father?
You don't get to know that.
Yes, you can have him disappear.
Why did you stop writing me?
That's what you want to ask me.
Your letters were all I had.
I needed to put everything behind me.
You mean move on from me?
Yeah, and the criminal enterprise.
To grow up with the last name Luthor. People found out who I was and assumed the worst. They thought I was like you.
I mean, the mom was right. It really was always about him.
No, but you've done other things. Killed other people.
All lies. Lies spread by Lois Lane.
Don't make this about her. She's far from the only one who believes you're a monster.
Damn.
I don't want to.
Where's the mom, though?
Always. If there's anyone that knows the real me, this is how you looked the last time I saw you.
Different now.
Sound a little different, too.
Accent changed pretty soon after we moved to England. Wanted to fit in.
Suits you.
Nah, for real. Did he kill the mom? I'm like curious.
Top of my class.
No.
Right. You had your PIs following me.
To understand who you were becoming.
You could have asked Mum.
I did. Your mother insisted on keeping me in the dark.
Don't blame her. She's not the reason you went to prison.
That was Lois Lane. Told her she was wrong. She didn't listen. Took you out of my life.
Lois Lane isn't to blame. It was the choices that you made. The reason I grew up without a father.
No, it was her.
Dude, he is obsessed.
Even now, you can't take responsibility.
Not for something I didn't do.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it?
Lil.
Damn.
This was a mistake.
It was the mom's fault. It's Lois's fault.
She's leaving.
Damn, how long has he been at that diner? And why does he persist on looking like he's in a biker gang?
I tried to be a good father, though. Wanted to break the cycle. The first time my father walked out on me and my mother, I was 7.
Oh, is he finally going to talk about his past?
You knew how to raise some kid. My mother, she hated him for it. She took that anger out on me. Used his own belt.
Damn.
Because it was the one thing he left behind. The abuse didn't stop until I left and learned to take care of myself.
I never heard any of this.
Better you didn't. You were too perfect.
Dad.
Being in Strikers, the hardest part wasn't being locked up. It was wondering if you needed me.
I did.
I should have been there to take care of you.
Damn, Clark really hit her with the talk no jutsu and got her to come back. That's crazy.
Let me be there now.
But part of me still feels like he's still going to try to destroy Lois because he's petty like that.
Hit Grandpa's ELT.
No, baby, you have to leave.
What's going on?
You have to leave right.
Like, what did you do? Lois. This got to be the stupidest thing you've ever done. So I can reason with it.
Listen to me.
Mom?
I seen it in your eyes. You know me. Just look at me.
Well, I guess that is Bizarro transformed. And so he did have the same wife. Yeah, from the Bizarro world. Dude, they're really playing on a Beauty and the Beast situation.
I was right.
It's like, you work for me now.
With you, I had hoped for a girl.
Well, we are thrilled. My husband is the youngest of 5, all girls. He painted the nursery blue the week we found out I was pregnant.
You're gonna be a great mother.
Did you ever think about being a grandfather?
Growing up where I did.
You've been here?
That's right.
In this town?
Yeah, like, where are you living?
Because of Lois Lane?
That's exactly why. Your man is the definition of petty.
You're trying to destroy her family.
She told you that. That's why you came to see me.
And now all those hours of talking.
Took 17 years of my life.
Which you could never get back.
There has to be a price.
Not if you want to be in my life.
Damn, hit him with the ultimatum.
All those years ago, I chose you. And now it's your turn. Choose me.
Don't do this, Elizabeth.
Dude, he's too hell-bent on this vengeance.
It's the only way, Dad.
She has to pay.
Dude, he chooses petty over his own daughter.
Mom was right about you. I won't expose my son to this kind of hatred. So stay out of my life.
Damn.
Forever.
And now she's gonna blame Lois. He's gonna blame Lois for that too. Like, your man just, I don't know. Like, this Lex is a little twisted. He's like, nah, I'm gonna call that thing. And
You have a great day.
The concert's right after last period. Doors open at 4.
I'll be there.
oh, damn.
I love you, Lou. Head inside before you leave.
Damn, Superman showed up, said, I'm here to personally escort you to prison, my boy.
I told Lois I didn't kill Moxie.
The evidence says otherwise.
You and Lois Lane are destroying my family.
And forget he did not. Your man said, I will get my vengeance. Damn, dude. Damn, I feel like this is just the beginning. The last, like, 5 episodes are going to be insane.
Hey, I'm happy to take. What's happening?
Jordan told me everything. About you and Jordan.
That everything.
about everything. You know, you're
That-
lucky to have such a sweet.
That feels weird because I feel like that shouldn't have come from Jordan. I feel like they're out here just giving their secret away to everybody.
And she's not coming back. We have to get the boys and go to the fortress. Lois, Luthor is gonna send his monster. We are not safe here.
Yes, we are. Don't worry about that thing anymore.
What'd you do?
She said, I got it. I took the monster. He's mine now.
I realized we were trying to get through to the wrong heart.
Dude, that's crazy.
On your world, you had a family. I know.
Dude, that's crazy.
Don't hurt my family.
Damn, he's like, you know, I'll work for Lois before I work for that man again. Oh, and he just dipped. Oh, you know your man Luthor is mad. Dude. Now he doesn't have his one card to play against them. Your boy Lex has been cornered. Holy moly, guys. There you have it. Oh, that was crazy. Episode 5 of Superman and Lois. And where episode 4 had a little bit more, you know, on the action side. I would say the first 4 episodes had a little bit more on the action side. This episode definitely played things a bit more politically, where, you know, it was all about appealing to the heart and all that kind of stuff, and still having hope, and, you know, similarly to what, you know, Clark's mom had mentioned. And I guess, like, while some may not actually enjoy that and may have seen this episode as a little fast-paced, I kind of liked the game of chess and checkers, you know? I liked how there were many pieces that were in play, all of them very important, but at the same time, like, all the characters were kind of playing different pieces, except for the boys. You know, they were just out partying. I don't know what that part of the episode had to do with anything, but anyway, outside of that, like, Lois was playing her part, Clark was playing his part, the daughter came into play. I mean, these were huge, actually huge story beats, especially the whole Elizabeth arc, because, you know, Lex he's been obsessed with getting her back since the very beginning. And so for her to actually come into this episode was actually a big moment. And, you know, for her to leave was an even bigger moment, because he just can't seem to let it go. I think this showed a lot about Lex's character too. The fact that, you know, the stuff that the wife mentioned, Erica, back in some of the flashbacks, was true about Lex. He really has an inability to accept responsibility for anything that happens to him. Everything that happens is someone else's fault. And I think, you know, it's because of the trauma that he experienced as a kid, where I think he feels this incredible need to lash out. And, you know, that doesn't necessarily make it right, but seeing all this stuff happen and seeing all these story beats unfold in episode 5, I think did provide a lot of clarification as to how Lex became the way he is, you know, in a very brief sense, you know, and kind of why he is the way that he is. And obviously the biggest part of this episode being the fact that his monster, who was kind of the biggest kind of question mark in this series, or in this season, is now no longer in play. I'm still very much hoping for a Doomsday versus Superman versus, you know, with the Super Sons kind of fight, but I don't think, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen now. Could Lex potentially create another monster, or potentially just try to take on Superman on his own? And exactly what would that look like? a lot of questions obviously are present with the removal of Doomsday. But I don't know. In terms of Doomsday exiting, I have my own personal thoughts about that. I do think that's an interesting story. You know, her appealing to Doomsday's heart and getting him to leave, but also, you know, I do feel like that was a little weak in terms of the story. Like him, you know, I did want there to be a final showdown. Superman defeats the Beast in a very epic climactic way, but this sort of way just felt like a budget cut kind of thing. Like, hey, we don't have the money to do a final fight between these guys, so we're just gonna send him off. You know, Lois appealed to him and we're gonna send him off. I think given the I guess the introduction of Doomsday being just Bizarro transformed, I think does play into like Lois appealing to it does makes a lot of sense, because you know, she was his wife on the other Earth. But I don't know, I still was hoping for an epic showdown. It's not to say that still won't happen, but you know, with 5 episodes left, I guess it's one of those things we'll just have to wait and see. Overall, guys, this was a pretty great episode. Definitely different than what we saw the last episode or two, you know, as they definitely played a bit more tactically in this episode, not really hiding out. Obviously, the appearance of Superman has definitely changed the playing field a little bit. And again, without Doomsday, without, you know, kind of Lex's big playing card, his ace in the hole, I wonder exactly how he's going to retaliate or try to take them out now. I do feel like your man's going to be a little more desperate moving forward, but again, we'll see. Overall, guys, great episode. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about episode 5. Was there something that stood out to you, a moment that you really enjoyed, anything you have questions about? Let me know. I would love to chat with you guys about this episode. Drop a like on this video if you do enjoy, and if you want to see the full uncut version, it is available right now over on my Patreon. I'll put a link to that at the bottom of this video. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.